And we have joining us live in studio. Let me get these mics up here. We have the band Sepsiss is with us. Hello, everybody.
What up?
Good morning.
Good morning. And okay, let's William, let's start with you. Let's everyone introduce yourselves.
I am William, and I play guitars, and I scream and sing in the band. Oh, there's somebody here.
Oh,
Somebody's here. I am.
There's a
Zachy B.
doorbell?
there is.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm Zachy B, and I play bass for the band.
All right.
My name is Melissa Wolf, and I am the vocalist for Sepsiss.
Yes.
I'm Lexi Swarm, and I'm the merch girl.
And you're in the you're on the newest single there.
Yes, sir. I also
Bathwater.
scream. Yeah.
Yeah. We played that. What was it, a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago on the show?
Thank you.
It all blurs together. But yeah, so we should talk about today's a very special day. Of course, today is Swarmiefest, Swarmiefest Day. Swarmiefest will be later, but let's talk about that. Tell everybody what that is.
So Swarmiefest is today.
It's Swarmiefest weekend.
The Taffeta Music Hall in Lowell, Mass.
Is it taffeta or taffeta?
I honestly, I think it's Taffeta.
We're getting better at this. Everyone's got their own version.
Right? Yeah.
Taffeta makes me think of cheese. I like to put
You know,
taffeta
you
cheese.
make a good point. You really do. We've got about 8 bands on the bill. We've got Dead by Wednesday, Casting Shadows, Hero and the Horror, Exception, Lone Wolf James, Diamond Edge, and Joint Damage.
All right, very good. And now, what time does that start?
So
It started right now.
Oh,
We started
This is-
Swarmiefest
this is
last
it?
night.
Yeah.
No, it starts when people start getting off the plane. It really does. Like, people start flying in. The cool thing about Swarmiefest is not just a local event. I mean, it's really because we don't have enough gas money to get. Oh my God, there's more people here.
Doors are technically at 5.
Yeah, the doors for the music event are at 5, but we really start the show when the planes land. When people get off the plane and start hanging out, we have a pre-party show that we have on Friday night, which we had last night with all these people here, karaoke and just shenanigans and debauchery and hotel parties and stuff like that. But Swarmiefest is really cool because it's not just a local event. It's really, if we had the gas money, we would be able to travel to all of our friends and fans everywhere. We just don't, not in today's local climate. So we can't tour everywhere. And some of our friends, some of our fans, and most of these people here are like staff members or extended family members to us. They've been here before. And because we can't get out, they come in, and we all do the event from within. And it's all about discovery and sharing music from around New England.
And now this is the third one. So how is this different from the first two? Because I assume obviously the event has changed, it's evolved.
The major difference is we've been able to have deeper business to business relationships with like NH Guitars playing a deeper role. This year we're doing a raffle and guitar giveaway with them. Legion of Solace is here with us. And we have a new partner, BPS Records, that is also here with us helping host the event. And everybody here, whether it's having music dealerships or shops or repair shops or podcasts or BPS Records and Rita with her venue, everyone here is a main contributor to the event. And I think that's what's different this year than past is the amount of interaction that all of my partners have contributed.
Right.
Directly.
Right. And this is is this the first one in Lowell?
This is the first time we've ever done it at Lowell.
Okay.
Usually we're across the street at Jewel.
Yeah.
And we did the 2-stage thing last year. But we had some changes. We had to pivot this year, and Taffeta's new ground for us. So we're hoping to secure a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
So we can come back and do it again. The whole point of doing this stuff is so you can do it again.
Right.
Nobody
right.
wants a one-night stand, you know what I mean?
That would be great.
when you did the first one, was that the plan all along to make it an annual thing, or was it like, let's see how the first one goes? Or?
I hope we have a Swarmiefest South. I hope we have a Swarmiefest California.
Yeah.
I hope we have a Swarmiefest UK
Yeah.
someday, you know?
That's
Swarm the world.
there you go. Yeah. Why not? So that's the long-term plan. Are there any plans to make it like more than once a year, like do it twice a year or anything like that? Or is
Matt, the
once a
plan
year
is
enough?
always to survive.
Yeah.
You know, making it isn't the Sepsiss thing. Because if you make it, then you're done. So we're always making it. You know,
Yeah.
we're a work in progress, and modern music is evolving, and live music is evolving, and Sepsiss is a band that adapts. Sepsiss is a band that survives and evolves.
Yep.
So we have to clean our plate, check the boxes as we go down. But, you know, life comes in waves, and you know, it's about getting on the right ferry boat with live entertainment changing, quality over quantity for us.
Yeah.
But we're cleaning our plate one thing at a time.
Yeah. And tell us too about, to kind of veer away from that for a moment, because a few weeks ago we were talking off air about the new single Bathwater from Sepsiss. That just came out. When was that? Just very recently, right?
So yeah, we don't come out with music anymore. We just make music. You know,
Yeah.
so many artists depend on products or gizmos or gadgets or manufacturing or labels or brands to release music. We're a band that just makes music. We're not a forever band. There's no born date or death date. There's
Right.
just the life date.
Right.
So we're not waiting for iTunes or a record label to make music or give us permission to release music. So because we don't come out with music anymore, we don't wait for Spotify or ask permission for uploads. When we finish music, we just ask our fans if they want to listen to it, and then we give it to the fans.
Right. Right.
So it goes, there's no Sepsiss and then a label and then a manager and then an A&R guy. It's just, we skip everybody,
Yeah.
including Spot. We don't even release music on Spotify anymore. We just give our music directly to our fans.
Has that always been the strategy? I'm sure we've talked about this before, but
It is now, because there's too many jukeboxes. There's too many middlemen before our real fans. We have authentic fans.
Yeah.
I think if you're getting into music, is something. If you're a modern musician and you're getting into it now, and you're introduced to modern music through technology and through computers. I mean, people think that music comes from gadgets. Children think that music comes from the internet. They think it comes from computers,
Right.
but music doesn't even come from people.
what do you mean?
Music was
explain
here before. Well, music was here before humanity.
Okay.
Yeah, like whales make music, birds
Oh.
make music. Sound and frequency
Right.
has been here before humans. We're just so big-headed, we think we made it up.
Right. Right.
So, but the truth is, music belongs to the universe, Matt, not to me.
Okay.
So that's why Sepsiss gives our music away, because
Yeah.
it belongs to everybody,
yeah.
not to companies and corporations.
There's a YouTuber. I don't know if anyone might be familiar with her, Miss Crystal, who's a top music attorney, as her YouTube channel, and she talks a lot about releasing music yourself and not using, like you were saying, the middlemen like a record label and everything, because you can. And she's even talked recently in videos about how like you're better off putting it on your own website than using, like you said, Spotify.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now
opinions
and that's-
vary on that.
No,
but-
and if you're being introduced to music today, maybe iTunes is the way to go.
right.
But we've been a band since 2010. And we do whatever we want to do when we do it. We just do whatever we really want to do.
Yeah.
Whatever makes us happy.
Yeah. Do you know when the next? Are you working on another single?
We're working on everything. Music is expensive.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And because we're trying to make quality music, here's the thing with the Spotify stuff and the gadgets, is me, Zach, Melissa, Lexi, we put in a lot of time and effort and investment to make quality music.
Right.
High, and what I mean by that is high resolution music.
Yeah.
we mix and master high resolution music, but when we upload it to certain streaming sites like Spotify, they knock the resolution down.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So if your career or if your dream depends on quality, if that's part of our brand is making crystal clear, loud music.
yeah.
That's part of our brand. So that's why we don't belong really on those sites, because we put in a lot of investment money into creating high quality, high resolution music.
Yeah.
And then we upload it on the websites that reduce and fragment and degrade our high resolution music.
Right.
So we're career entertainers. So if you're a career entertainer and your resume depends on presenting quality music, and we show tastemakers and A&Rs, right? And they go, or advertisers, and they go, hey, we love to hear your quality music. And you go, and of course, everybody listens to music through Spotify now.
Yeah.
So they say, well, send us your Spotify. We go, no, we don't want to do that. We'd like to send you our high resolution music. And they go, well, everybody listens to music on iTunes and Spotify. But the issue with that is bands like us, if you're not a celebrity, they upload your music, they knock the resolution down. My resume depends on me having high resolution music.
Yeah, yeah.
So music, the moral of the story is of course we're working on stuff. It's just expensive to be in Sepsiss because we want to create music that we love forever. We're not a 15 album band.
Right.
We've got friends of ours that are super talented and they got 1,000 songs out that no one's ever heard.
Right.
We've got friends of mine that are in bands that are much more talented than I will ever be.
Yeah.
Have a catalog of music that no one will ever hear, and people are still listening to Blacklight Invasion because it's high res.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Most people, I don't think, people in the scene know, people in the industry know, but I don't think the average listener knows what you were just talking about how, it is lower resolution if you listen to something on YouTube or Spotify. Bandcamp, from what I've read, is better about not, like when you post things on Bandcamp, it's higher resolution than if you, than on YouTube or Spotify.
And of course, you have to be on everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a band and you want to be in the music industry, then you want to be in a system of gizmos and gadgets that are constantly trying to outdo each other with new developers and new apps.
Yeah.
And there's a subscription fee for everything, Matt. You know?
Yeah.
So the modern day music industry is a game of wannabes, man, that buy and purchase products that manufacture an image of success.
Well, but people like that. People like the
love
the
it.
image.
They love it. People like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They like fentanyl too.
Well, that's true. Well, some people. Do the rest of you have any thoughts on what William was saying, or anything to add to that? Or it's an interesting subject, I think.
Well, I can talk a little bit about Bathwater. Since we got
talk
this
about
new
that.
single coming out.
Yeah.
Well, Bathwater is a gripping and emotional story about the adult industry, equality, and the birthright to our minds, our bodies, and message. The song is about men benefiting from women, people that live private, double, and triple lives online, cyberbullying, doxing. It's directly confronting people who have spread rumors about me,
Oh.
people who mistreat and misuse technology, and harassment.
Yeah.
Bathwater is a message to men. And that message is that we want the full ownership and restoration of our freedoms to our brains and our own body parts.
Well, very good.
Bathwater is also a message to young women and human beings everywhere. And no matter how you choose to look, where you choose to work, or who you choose to sleep with, You are the authors and composers of your own identity and the story of your own life.
Thank you, Melissa.
Absolutely.
Well, very good. Very good. Was that was that song a long time in the making in terms of the concept and the, because that's heavy stuff. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah. It's not something you wrote in just 5 minutes.
It's quite the story.
A lot went into
Our
it.
second album is all about sex.
Okay.
It's about getting naked.
Well, all right.
Yep.
Well, good. Well, we look forward to that. Are you so tonight are you playing, is Bathwater one of the songs you're playing tonight? Is that on the list, or?
You have to show up to the show to find out.
We'll be there.
Well, we'll be there. So I'm gonna take that as a yes.
So so somebody taught me this trick last night about set lists.
Yeah.
I've been doing this forever, and they told me stop sharing the set list.
Really?
Yeah, they say people read the set list, and if you don't play their favorite song, they don't show up.
Oh.
See, now I'm going to wait to see if you play mine.
See,
Right,
everybody did
yeah.
it. Oh, that's what I did, though.
Yeah.
I said, oh, man, that's what they doing, huh?
Yeah, that
That's
makes
wild.
sense. That makes sense.
There's an angle and a method to everything now.
My
Even
favorite
if you
is Lay
brush
Me
your
Down.
teeth.
What's that?
Was it Lay Me Down?
Force you?
Oh, force
Force
you to
you
lay
to
down.
lay down?
Oh,
Force you down.
we're playing it tonight.
My brain was totally stuck on the first word. That's the one that's on my repeat on YouTube. I watch that video all the time.
Guess what that song's about?
Sex?
Yeah.
My favorite is Eyes of Empathy, which I've played on the show many, many
Ooh,
times.
great song.
Yeah.
Yeah. That song's about breakfast.
Nobody ever says that one.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
shocked.
hungry.
Oh, okay. It's the stomach talking.
All right.
You would know that.
Yes.
You
Yes.
speak that language.
No, Eyes of
Absolutely.
Empathy is about the Mount Vernon murders.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, really?
I had no idea.
Yeah. So in the song, the screaming part is the murderers.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, and Melissa sings the part of the little girl.
Oh,
Surprise.
Yep.
Cat's out the bag.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
All right.
Now when you listen to it, you'll be like, oh man.
Totally different.
So in the end, when we go, just don't ask Jamie. This is like a big gang vocal.
Oh.
Jamie's the girl. then.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. You playing that tonight?
You'll have to find out.
If you come to the show.
How long are you playing? Can you tell us the length of your set?
Yeah, it'll be snappy sets tonight. We want to,
Yeah.
we want to keep the music going.
Yeah.
And because we've never done this before, we don't want the let's go have a cigarette moment.
Well,
too
what do
many
you mean
times.
you've never done this before?
At
What's,
Tafeta?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's eight bands. We don't do 8 bands anymore. It's 2024.
I really feel like it's taffeta. I really, really feel like it's taffeta. Like I'm almost positive
You
it's
might be
taffeta.
right.
Start
though.
doing
Tomato, tomato.
taking bets now.
We're definitely going to have to ask them, though.
Yeah.
How are
We
you
show
saying it?
I said Tafeta.
See
but,
that?
No,
but-
I think it's taffeta.
You're-
Is it taffeta?
Yeah.
every time you say it, you're making me crave a
Or
Greek.
taffeta?
I want a Greek salad now.
Ooh, with
I'm
extra
thinking about,
olives.
thinking about feta cheese.
In the beginning, when we had the venue change, I'm like, it's at
He knows.
Tafeta,
I'm right,
you know?
right? Yeah. See, he knows. Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, it's at the Fet Music Hall. I'm like, no, it's Tafeta. They're like, Fet Music Hall. I said, no, Tafeta cheese.
That's right.
We'll have to ask
Somebody
the venue when
tagged
we
them
get
in the
there.
chat. Somebody's out there.
Be like, how do you say this?
Because taffeta means something, right? Is it a color? What is taffeta? Or
Taffy? Is it a candy?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sounds like candy.
Sounds like
Right?
a fancy
Sounds like
candy.
something.
It sounds like it, yeah. But it looks like a cool room from what I saw online. It looks like a nice place.
It does, and it doesn't look like anybody will be shanked. I mean, we have these shows.
Well, that's a
scary-
positive too. Yeah.
Well, you got to do your research. We Google Earth everything now before we go there. We've driven all over the country, so some
Yeah.
of the places we play at are,
Yeah, yeah. One of my favorite things about going to a show is not getting shanked.
right.
I
well,
love
yeah.
that. Like at the end of the night, if I haven't been shanked, it's like,
Right.
yeah, it's a good show.
That's important.
Yeah, yeah. It's a win. What time's the first band go on? 5:30.
Yeah, 5:30. Doors will be at 5.
Okay.
And then we'll start music at 5:30. I think the incredible Diamond Edge, I think, is kicking it off. And I've been
Okay.
waiting to. They've been on here before, I believe, right?
Diamond Edge? I don't think so.
Let's get Diamond Edge on here.
I'd like-
I
I'd
love them.
welcome to.
It's a
Yeah.
cool name. Diamond
They
Edge.
should
I like it.
contact
They're
me.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it's like you can never get people to set these. No one ever wants to go last,
Right.
and nobody wants to go first. I'm like, who wants to go first?
Right.
Diamond Edge stepped up.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to him tonight.
Now, who's from the area and who traveled? Because not all these bands are from around here, right?
I mean, from here is New England, So,
Yeah. Anybody from outside of New England?
oh, I see what you're saying. No, they're all New England bands.
Because I think last
I hope
year
we do that though someday.
Yeah,
I hope, it's tough because the way that the venues work now, it's all pre-sale tickets. So it's like post-pandemic, if you don't sell pre-sale tickets, your band is trash. Because if you're a musician, your venue, your show, your dream is all downstage center. Okay, but in 2024, if you're a talent buyer, your dream is on your cell phone, and chasing tickets and algorithms and demographics, and we don't even talk. I don't even talk about music anymore when we book shows.
Yeah,
it's not even about music. It's just about metrics and pre-sale tickets. And even if you're a massive band, as you see a lot now. These massive bands are canceling. You go, why are these huge bands canceling?
Yeah.
Because they can't sell enough predictable audience members. They want to be able to predict how many audience members you're going to have before sound check.
Right.
So, if Sepsiss books a show, I'm talking pre-sale tickets. I'm not...
Yeah.
Nobody cares about who physically shows up. If nobody physically shows up to Swarmiefest, nobody cares. The only thing that talent buyers and venues are interested now, as far as booking bands like us, is if you're drawing. If you can't draw a crowd and you can't sell pre-sale tickets, it doesn't matter what band you're in. You're out.
Yeah.
And it's going to continue to be that way. It's going to be tough for some people.
We had John MacArthur. I don't know if any of you know John MacArthur. He's a promoter. He's with I forget now, Jenny. Do you remember John MacArthur? Is it something music collective?
New Hampshire Music Collective.
New Hampshire Music Collective. He was talking about how they promote a lot of shows in Concord, and he was talking about the challenge of people waiting until the last minute to decide whether or not they're going to go to the show. So he runs into a situation where, because they have two rooms, they have a smaller room and a bigger room that they work with, and sometimes they'll have someone playing in the smaller room, and there'll be a lot of walk up, and they'll be going. He gave me a specific example too. I can't remember who it was, but where all these people show up at the last minute, and they could have put this artist in the bigger room if they'd known all these people were coming. But we kind of live in an era where people wait till the last minute to decide.
And terrible people have been taking advantage of this for years. Zach will explain it to you, but terrible people have been taking advantage of this for years by having the most privileged people and the richest kids just buy the tickets.
Yeah,
just buy the pre-sale tickets, show up with nobody, and pray and play at a boutique spot. Have the white glove. 9:30, 10 o'clock slot.
Sure, yeah.
When it should go to the most qualified, drawing, hardworking, talented people.
Yeah.
So, talent buyers will see that and go, hey, I know the rich kids will buy the pre-sale tickets. Who cares who shows up? So now, you know what I mean? You got rich people playing empty shows.
Right.
And that's why you got guys that can play violin with their teeth living in the subway.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Zach, you were going to, William said you had something to say on that?
Oh, yeah. So, I've seen in other bands where we've been on, the pay-to-play shows where, they essentially give you a stack of tickets. And, your time slot is based on how many tickets you sell. So if you sell all 50,
right,
you're the direct support right before the touring headline and the national act. But, if you don't sell 10, they're kicking you out of the room tonight.
Right. Yeah.
And then, in my experience, my old bands, we would get 10 people, we'd hustle and, sell 10 tickets and get 10 people right in the door and, hand the promoter the money. And they're like, well, you only sold the minimum, so you're going on first.
Yeah.
And then, so this band is, headlining tonight because they sold the most tickets. And after our band went, our people left because we don't know these other bands. We don't care about them.
Right.
Especially since, your merit's only based on how many tickets you sold. So
Yeah.
we're going to go to the bar down the road.
Right.
So then the rest of the night, that promoter had to look us in the eye as every other band was playing to an empty room except for the other bands.
Right. And that's, people wonder why sometimes the climate feels so competitive. It's because like every part about music has been like monetized or like in the algorithm, or it's competitive, or it's a competition. So it's hard, and truthfully, Swarmiefest for sure is a great example. Great shows, like really successful shows. It's not just one band that does that. It's not just it's true, but it's the staff members, it's the band members. It's for Sepsiss shows, our audience makes up the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if bands really understand that it takes all the bands that are part of the showcase, and it takes the audience and everybody together to make a great room, to make a great night. So,
Yeah.
What's different, like he's saying, like with Swarmiefest, we have talented bands. They put in the effort. They put on a phenomenal performance. Unlike, your standard showcase where it's no longer if you are good or can even play. It's just how many tickets have you sold? What are your numbers looking like? How many likes do you have on Facebook? How many comments did your last picture
bands
get?
at Swarmiefest actually like each
Right.
other.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to point out as a big difference in contrast to things that we've done before. Is I think we've really made sure this time around that everybody knows each other, everybody likes each other. Everyone's been vetted. The fans really like the music, and this time it was a matter of like going around and say who really wants to play with us and who wants to play with each other.
Right.
So much we're seeing bands and multi genres. It can be effective sometimes, but when you have everybody kind of striving for the same goal and rooting and cheering for each other, and everyone's kind of under the same understanding that we all want to see each other play and do well,
Right.
then everybody stays for the show, and it's not competitive.
Right.
And if it is competitive, it's the kind of competition that we can all appreciate.
Well, there's healthy competition.
It's called good sportsmanship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everybody wants to do better than everybody else.
Competition's great in the scene when you have good sportsmanship.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. By the way, Salvatore Pan is in the Facebook live chat and says, love you guys.
Hey.
And good morning.
Hey, Sal. Good to see you.
Much love.
We're coming over. We're going over his house right after this.
Oh, okay. All right. And Brandon Morissette says, hey, y'all. Welcome.
Hey,
Morning, sleepyhead.
Wait a minute. He's in the hotel sleeping.
Oh,
Everybody's sleeping right now.
apparently he woke up. Yeah.
I'm tuned in. That's good.
So the event Swarmiefest really started last night, right? You had kind of a thing going last night.
Really? Yes. So, I was going to say. So we have a gaming community, and this is the president of our gaming community. It's called Immaculate Connection Gaming. Sepsiss created it a long time ago with Melissa. So it's kind of crazy. A bunch of these folks here are from all over the country. But this is my friend Sean, and he's also known as ICG for Life.
Okay.
And he is the president of our gaming community. Melissa founded our community. So really the party started Thursday when we picked up Sean from Logan.
Okay.
But on Friday, partners, fans, the band, everybody that's helped building the event, we all get together before the event.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to hang out. We figured out doing this years before that if we all try to hang out on show day, it's kind of like, how you doing? Then we're all pushing gear around.
Right. Yeah, you're all busy. Yeah.
So we all, as we get better at this every year, we've made adjustments, and we've all figured out we need a couple more days to hang out and rest and be together.
That's a great idea.
Collect the value.
Yeah. What is a game, for those who don't know, what is a gaming community? What does that mean exactly?
Sean, you want to tell them what a gaming community is? Talk to Mike.
You you got to lean right in.
Being a part of a gaming community is like having some of your greatest teammates and the most impactful action that you can have. It's entertainment that you can have right at home, and you don't have to travel very far. We prefer to play on Xbox, and we gather up, say, every Wednesday and Friday. And then we have a lot of pickup games on Saturday, too, and it's just absolutely wild. Huh. The same excitement that we have in the room, we get to share that together right in our living rooms. So I'm an Xbox Live customer, but I hang out with Sepsiss Band.
Oh.
I prefer to play with entertainers.
Oh, all right.
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right.
Thank you. It's ICG for life.
All right. Very good.
Yeah, we
ICG
do
for
games,
life.
giveaways, events, just like in Sepsiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have merch, and actually, like, this is one of the shirts he's got on now. Some of these guys have, as you can see, Hans is a gaming community person.
Vice president of ICG.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
If you like ICG, go to ImmaculateConnectionGaming.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, how long has that been a thing?
Wow.
Has that been
Few
around
years
a long
now?
More.
More.
Not longer than the band, I
Yeah.
assume.
No. So we
Definitely
we learned it in another gaming community. I think this will be our 7th year doing it.
Okay.
Been quite some time.
And how many people are in it? Do you know? Like,
It's a revolving door. It's gaming, so it's easy to quit.
so people come and go.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. No, that's cool. If you are just joining us, Sepsiss is here, of course, talking about Swarmiefest tonight at, did we agree it's taffeta? Did we all agree?
No one can agree.
I'll try and remember that.
We want
Honestly.
people to be able to find it.
We do.
And right.
They can't hear you, but that's okay.
And we have no idea what Sepsiss is playing. They won't tell us, so you have to show up for that.
We're playing music.
We're gonna play all Dead by Wednesday songs.
If you have a,
Yeah.
I've been playing. I opened the show today with because they were on last week. That their cover of No Easy Way Out. Have you listened to that?
I'm addicted to it.
I am too.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
good.
addicted to it.
I'm not gonna
and I've been
lie.
hassling them all week. I've been doing what people are doing to me.
Yeah.
You know, are you gonna play Bathwater? I've been doing that to them. Are you guys gonna play No Easy Way Out?
I assume they are.
I hope so.
They have to.
I didn't know that they could do this whole clean singing thing.
Yeah.
You know, I've been listening to Dead by Wednesday for a long time, and this whole clean singing thing is. I'm looking forward to hearing them do more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a feature with them for years and years. I said we should really do a collaboration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Maybe
something?
I'll get my
That
wish.
would be.
someday.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember when they used to have the two singers. I think they were cousins back in the day, like when they did Pawns and everything.
They did have two singers, although I love this lineup.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
This is it for me.
Yeah.
And I love. You see the Wasteland video?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm a video guy.
We talked about that during the interview because it looked. Well, oh no, I'm sorry. Actually, no, that was off air. I was talking with them about the video afterward. That's right. Because I was saying how like it looks like they.
I don't know if they went to Burning Man or whatever
They
they
were-
did, but it is the video.
They were at it. Apparently, it was like a happy accident. They were at a festival and they decided they were going to shoot this video. And they got everybody participating, and they made it looks like a trailer for a Mad Max movie.
Only Opus can do that.
It looks like it was really expensive, and they said no. It just came together, and everyone kind of participated in it, and it was
looks
almost
so
fun.
planned.
It does,
Right? It does.
I mean, unless they were just telling me that to feed the
beef
lore.
up the lore. Now,
Which-
I'll go with it either way.
I
you
don't know.
know.
I think it sounded like it was true.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed true when they were telling me about it. They were like, yeah, it just kind of came together. I was like, wow, it's impressive.
I discovered a lot of music through MTV. Some of you guys don't know what that is,
Yeah.
but
Same.
That's why I love the music videos.
Yeah.
That's why we still do the music video stuff.
Yeah. Well, some people think there are no videos anymore.
And
there's actually more
a lot of
videos than
people
ever.
who say you artists should skip it.
No.
But we don't.
I
Yeah.
love videos.
don't.
I
Yeah.
love when you guys weave a story and
Yeah.
it's cool.
There's not one for Bathwater yet, right? Is there going to be?
There's
going to be. We're thinking about Pornhub.
Oh, all right.
We're thinking about releasing it on adult networks.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding, but we do think it will be what we want to do with it. Won't be Facebook friendly. I
Yeah.
don't think. It's really difficult now. It's getting harder on YouTube. You know, we do all the podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
I just got a terrible mouth, and we're always talking about naked stuff, and like.
Oh, you
so
should-
It's getting difficult.
You should plug that, the podcast or podcasts.
So Honeycomb Hideout will be returning in some form. along with Swarm TV, but they will probably be combined, and we won't get to it probably till next year.
Okay.
So we're all taking a break from podcasting for a while.
Yeah.
But you can catch my show.
I was gonna say, yeah, because I know you've been
William
doing
versus
stuff.
the World.
Yeah.
Every weekday at 7. I'll be angry and I'll have plenty of coffee.
You do that 5 days a week, every weekday.
I do it every single day.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I'm
Except the
I'm kind
weekends.
of trapped right now because I'm doing the 100th episode, but the 100th episode is special, and I've got to have all kinds of people on it. So I have to have all the right. So I'm kind of frozen right now because I have to have all these people on with me.
It is a special episode.
It's the 100th episode.
Yeah,
So you got to
101
go
is special.
crazy.
That's a
I'm trying to
special
break the law.
And you don't. Just to clarify too, you don't just talk about music on that.
No, it's William versus the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. So it's me versus everybody.
Yeah.
Music, technology,
Yeah,
social media.
the police.
Oh, yeah.
I go off on everybody.
Yeah.
A horrible restaurant review one time, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, you've given me a shout out a few times. I've gone in there and seen you.
I'm it's pretty much nothing without you guys showing up. So a lot of the people here show up just to help me to encourage me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So, really, like, again, like without the people in the chat, it'd be impossible to do it. So I appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we are, we're kind of getting to the top of the hour, so I'm thinking maybe we'll wrap up this segment and get
Yes.
some other folks on the mic. But
Yes.
Alrighty.
remind us, what do you want to make sure we know about tonight?
I mean, geez, just show up.
Show up,
man.
yeah. Doors at 5.
Doors at
Show
5.
up.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have some cool grab bags and giveaways too.
Oh, very
Yes,
good.
there's
Yeah.
a guitar raffle and giveaway through NH Guitars that Legion of Solace is presenting.
Okay.
Again, BPS Records will be opening the show and announcing bands.
Excellent.
They'll be running around the venue. We got a grab bag at the end, a killer after party. I'm not going to speak for everybody because they're going to come on and there's other features and different things happening. So I'll let them talk about it, but just show up and be pleasant.
Yeah. Outstanding. And come say hi to, Jenny and I will be there, of course. And
Absolutely.
looking forward to that. And I think what we'll do is, since we talked about it, and it's your newest single, we'll close with Bathwater. We'll close the segment out with Bathwater.
Yes. Gonna hear you on the radio.
Oh, we should plug the website. We should plug the website too. I don't think we did that. It's just sepsiss.com.
Sepsiss.com, spelled SEPSISS.com.
By the way, I'm sure now that you're spelling, I'm sure I've asked you this before, but I can't remember. Has anyone ever gotten spelled your name wrong on a flyer or anything?
We are the
It's
most.
happened.
Yeah, I mean, people.
I feel like it happens to everybody though.
Yeah.
And especially us, we get called and mispronounced every weird name in the world. Step kids,
What?
Stepsis.
How
Are
do you
you
get
kidding me?
kids
We
out of
get
Stepsister,
every,
yeah.
Sepsiss.
every.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
We've gotten everything.
Yeah.
You name it.
Septic.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh my gosh.
Septic.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only reason why, and we were talking about earlier, you said something about titles or, we didn't name the band for any reason. It's just what it's called.
Yeah.
So it's just so it's searchable.
Yeah, no,
Really.
I remember in a previous
Nothing
conversation
special about it.
we talked about that quite
Sorry
a
to
bit.
disappoint anybody else.
Oh, I remember why we talked about that before because I mentioned my dad is a big fan of you.
That's right. Yes.
Except the name.
Right.
And I don't think the name bothers him. I think he's just being funny about it. But he tells me he's like, yeah, Maddie, I don't know about the name, but
People
I really
will
like
have
that
a
band.
problem with Sepsiss, and then they'll go play Cannibal Corpse and
Right.
Butcher Babies and Slipknot. I said, well, you got a problem with Sepsiss, and you listen
Right.
to Slipknot.
Right.
Come on.
True enough.
And unlike a lot of those bands, your logo is decipherable and everything, because a lot of
You
those
can
bands you
read
can't
it.
even read the logo.
People don't like that about us.
Cannibal Corpse. When I used to work at years ago, for those who remember Strawberries, and then eventually it was
Oh,
bought by
wow.
But I just
Look at everybody over 35.
Oh,
Make me feel
but
That's because you are.
I just remember the nightmares I would have on after shipment day, putting away the Cannibal Corpse CDs and seeing some of those album covers.
You remember when they were crushing Ice-T tapes and stuff and NWA? You guys don't remember that?
Oh,
Killer
way back,
and
yeah, when everybody
all
was
that
mad
stuff,
at Ice-T, yeah.
They were doing.
Totally aging.
We just played with them Zach's favorite band. We just played with them at Rockfest. 2 Live Crew.
Yeah.
Band from the USA. You don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that?
I didn't know. Oh,
They were
vividly.
talking about all the booty shaking and all of that back then, and they banned them.
You want to talk about a band that has like more experience with First Amendment? You know, they're the only band that have been censored by a court.
2 Live Crew.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah. I didn't know they were even still doing anything. Wow.
We played with those guys a couple of months ago in Rockfest. They had a bigger crowd than any rock and roll band in the entire venue.
I don't think Jelly Roll had anything on it.
Yeah,
I believe it.
he made Jelly Roll look like Swiss Roll. It was crazy. No, it was. No, it was crazy. 2 Live Crew was a rock and roll heavy metal festival.
Wow.
2 Live Crew had the biggest crowd I think we saw at the entire festival.
What's his name? Luther? Is it Luther Campbell
Uncle
or
Luke.
something? Yeah. Wow.
They got mad at the guy because he likes bums.
So did Sir Mix-a-Lot. Nobody got mad at him.
He likes big butts and he can't lie
That's
about
right. That's right. Nobody got mad at him.
it. Not right.
Yeah. All right, so we'll end with Bathwater, and then we're going to get some other folks on the mic, but really looking forward to tonight. I have no idea what you're playing because you wouldn't tell me. But no, looking forward to it. All right, here it is. This is the newest single from Sepsiss. This is Bathwater.